It is 6:21 right here on Gabz FM, power to engage your world on a Sunday evening. The BW R&B tape, volume 30, part 2. So far, we've checked out 4 songs right here on the tape, and the songs are in no particular order. I like stressing this out. They are in no particular order. We're just appreciating Botswana-made R&B. And joining in right here in studio is a gentleman who, has been on the scene for quite some time. His name is AngeL. I know this always comes up. A former member of the group Ice Cold Mob. How you doing, man?
I'm good. How are you?
When was the last time we actually were in the same building together? It's probably 2018.
Yeah, probably around that time.
Wow.
Yeah, when I was still with the boys.
And probably the last time I was with this man on stage, I had just announced he just won an R&B award. That was it.
Yeah.
And after they win awards, man, when you are there announcing an award and the winners come and you do then you have to really quickly step away. Yeah, at that time now you're no longer, you're not the focus.
I feel you.
And I was there on stage just to announce, and best R&B goes to. So this was 2018. Yeah. Otherwise, how you doing, man?
I'm good.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Yeah, man.
Good to see you too.
I appreciate that you did honor the invite and you're here in studio. What we're going to do, we're just going to be having a conversation, just talking about your career and everything and checking out music, because that's what the BW R&B tape is about. And before we do get into our conversation, let's kick it off with this one. Ice Cold Mob featuring ATI, About You. I have AngeL in the building. It's what we call a tape exclusive. It's the first time it has ever happened as far as the BW R&B tape goes. It's About You by Ice Cold Mob featuring ATI, coming through right here on the BW R&B tape. Now, the BW R&B tape started off in the year 2021, 4th July 2021, and this was, it wasn't this one. Ice Cold Mob was actually on the BW R&B tape way back, volume 1 in 2021, and the song that featured was Just Do It from Ice Cold Mob. The group consists of the man who is in studio, AngeL, as well as Austin and Kenzie. And now years go on by and AngeL started dropping his solo projects. He's given us a lot of music over the years, and I believe one of his songs has actually made it to number 1 on Lounge 10, which is coming through on the last hour of the show. He is in the building. Just a quick one about you. What was the writing process?
Oh, yeah. I've talked about that so many times.
Well, you haven't
it's
told
like
me.
second nature now. Yeah, no problem.
But actually, no, you find that since we've had a conversation way back in the day. Yeah, just give me a bit of a recollection. Okay. What was the process behind this one?
Yeah, it was actually a beautiful process, because what happened was that we had done a song. It was called Just Do It. So that song, after we had done it, ATI heard the song. I was like, guys, let's make a song. Let's do something. So he sent me something, and then I heard it. I was like, oh, I like this. And then what I did was that, you know what? I'm going to go sit down and just kind of work my magic, just see what I can do to bring out something that kind of has that emotion, you know what I'm saying? I wanted something that could really be emotional. So I put myself in that state, and I decided to I just go off on the mic and on the keyboard. So that's what happened. And then I sent it to the guys, and they heard it, they loved it, and we worked together, me, ATI, the guys edited some more things after the song, because we didn't do it right there and there, and they were like, yeah, it's ready. We had to come together and just add some things here and there.
And you're a producer as well,
if
I recall very well. So are you the one who worked on the beat?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
You're like, okay, in a good way, though, you know. You're like, you're the music man. Was there a specific person you're thinking about when you were,
at the time?
Yeah.
Well, at the time, I would say that I was in a relationship, obviously at the time. So that's how I was able to like express such emotion, because like when you're in a relationship, you're able to reach levels of emotion that you can also use as like when you call it inspiration in your songs. Yeah.
All right, man. Sal AngeL is in the building. It is the tape exclusive, volume 30, part 2 of the BW R&B tape. It's exclusive to Gabz FM. Do keep it locked. It is the BW R&B tape, volume 30, part 2, right here on Gabz FM, power to engage your world. And we're checking out the tape exclusive with the featured artist being the one and only Sal AngeL, who is in the building. Now, Sal AngeL as a solo artist appeared for the first time on volume 2 of the BW R&B tape. This was on the 1st of August 2021. And this was the song that was featured on the tape, Call Me Back. And since his solo appearance on volume 2, he also appeared on volume 18, a double play, Call Me Back and Space. And volume 25 was Our Story. And volume 28 was also a double play, being Our Story as well as High. Those are his solo appearances, not forgetting the fact that he's also appeared with the group Ice Cold Mob on different tapes. But it's all about this man alone right here in the studio, because he is a solo artist. He's a singer-songwriter as well as a producer. Yeah, man. So you start your journey as a solo artist. How easy was it? Or how hard was it for you to start thinking, okay, now I'm here, I'm alone. I gotta do this.
Yeah, it was rough. It was very rough. Because now, like, you get to, obviously the technicalities of the music and everything, I had that covered. Yeah. But like now you get to like step in as an independent artist. You get to like step into the business side of things. So it kind of like you have to juggle around that. So it was a little hard, but it was actually quite insightful. Yeah, it was quite insightful because I got to learn a lot. And to this day, right now, all that I learned, I'm applying it right now, and it's working for me.
So at the time, you're from a group, you get into this, it's not easy like you just mentioned. There's that fan base that was with the group that liked you because you're in the group.
Oh, yeah.
You're part of a trio.
Yeah.
So at the time, two things can happen. They can either decide to like, nah, we're done with this guy.
Yeah.
Were those some of the things that you also had to think about?
Yeah, true. Because I was just like, at the time, I was just like, you know what? I need my mental sanity. I need to be, sane. I need to be okay. Because I wasn't okay.
Oh, okay.
So whatever the consequences, I was like, it's cool. It is what it is, It's fine. It's okay. They stay. It's still fine. Like, it's okay. Everybody has the right to that, own opinion. So I believe in that. I believe nobody owes anybody anything. So I really appreciate those people that really the people who supported me when I was in high school mob and the people that are supporting me right now. And both times I still appreciate them because they helped me get to where I am.
Nice. And one thing that I know is that you're still cool with the boys. Yeah. Now, in terms of you being a musician, how far does this passion for music go for you? Because first time I heard of you as a musician was in the group, and at the time, you guys in the local Varsity. But how far does music for you? When did it start? When did you realize that this music thing, it's my thing?
Music has always been a hobby for me. I won't lie. I wish I was terrible at it, honestly, but I still pushed through. I love doing music, I think, from a young age. Because I remember, since I was like with my friends, we're were just no one said I had like a drum. I was beating a drum and I was like singing some other song. It was so weird. I still remember it to this day.
What song is this?
The song went like, "Where's my chicken? Where's my chicken? You don't know, something like that.
What is it, like
weird.
a nursery rhyme?
It was a nursery rhyme, because
okay.
I was like a very,
Cool.
I was very young. It was so weird, right? I remember that memory a while back, and then I was like, oh, that's where it came from. Yeah, and then it gradually just, continued. I continued to like learn more about softwares and how to produce, how to write. My brother Mkwebi helped me as well get to, and Mtembisi Chester. I think that's the MXC and H. I got to meet them as well, and they kind of also helped in my journey.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was a beautiful time.
These were like what, people from, like as you're growing, these are people in the neighborhood or people at high school, primary? I think I met them around high school. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I met them around high school.
Which year was this, man? Because I've actually, I just realized that I've never actually known. If somebody was to ask me, here's a million pula, tell me Sal Angel's age, I'm gonna lose that money.
The age thing. That was a long time ago, huh? Long time ago. All right, okay. So that was a long time. We'll never find out when this time was. Okay. You're not gonna give us the what was happening musically around the country at the time then? A lot was happening. A lot was happening.
Who had just dropped music at the time that you actually kind of vibed to locally at the time?
At the time, what Nagwehe Street.
Yeah, and how local high school when you're meeting these guys
and
going through the softwares and everything.
Hey, now was a Bosca. Hey, what drop about me?
Now I know. Now you've just given us the year. All right, so this is your 2002s, your 2004s, 2003s, right?
Yeah. Nah, that was in high school. That was too. I think at the time I wasn't nigga say it's already happy dropile. So I think I was hearing it on radio.
Oh, okay.
And then I'll be like,
we're just
this
hearing
song
a song.
is new to
Okay.
me. I think that's exactly what was happening.
Had you? Oh no, continue.
Because I grew up listening to a lot of V, which is like V, Bobo Ska, like a lot of Bo Eureka. You remember
the cover boy?
Yeah, the cover boy. Bo. I was listening to a lot of hip hop.
Which is understandable because I get R&B and hip hop.
Yeah, that's true.
They kind of. So at the time you're hearing this music, you're seeing these people, and the times you talk of is you'd hear the music. And the Friday night, you see them on TV, doing an interview. That's when print was also still big, so you get to see them on newspapers. The exclusive interviews at the back, or that page where it's always a spread of a gig. It's like this was before your Facebooks and everything. So you'd see. But to gigging either in a magazine, there's that page that always has the gig that happened. So that's where you see them. When you're seeing that and being in Botswana, did it fuel your passion for music?
Honestly, I was at the time I was high school. I think I wasn't really into like doing it as like taking it seriously. I was just doing it for the love of it because it's something that I love doing. Whenever I felt some type of way, I'm like, get in the laptop, make something, and it was just a hobby, something I love doing. I think the only time I started thinking about taking it a bit more seriously,
Oh yeah,
I think that's about the time I was like, what guys, let's go in for this.
And let's be honest, a lot of artists that we've known over the years, and even now, most of them, because UB is a bit older than, it's actually older than all the universities in this country. A lot of artists were actually coming from UB. So I can imagine, within UB itself, there are a lot of artists that could have blown that we don't know.
That's true.
So I can, actually, tell me about the music culture on UB, since it's a hub of you know, where we've seen a lot of artists come from there, big artists for that matter.
Okay. Yeah, that's actually true. Kind of
Yeah, like you know, when you think of it, like, and these are people who are not even studying media or music. They just had the passion, and clearly there's this thing in the Varsity where, it cultivates that. So what was the culture like? How and what's in school music wise?
I'm not quite sure, but I think like there were a lot of musicians. There were a lot of people who actually aspired to like, you know, become like musicians, successful musicians, and I think it's a beautiful thing. I think it's actually a beautiful thing because we don't necessarily have this culture. Who creates talent, especially in, you know, junior schools, you know, senior school and primary and everything, because most of the time in Nailebo, diradi science or dirase, so, you know, I get that it's, you know, they're doing it's a good thing. You're supposed to make sure that, you know, you prioritize your education. You're supposed to make sure that, you know, you got something, you know, you learn basically, you know, because it gives insight. But when it comes to something that, you know, you're naturally gifted, I think it's good to, like, you know, push honing skills that are already good, you know, help people with their strengths instead of like focusing so much only on their weaknesses. So I think that's in UB when you get there, like this is what you truly want to do. Because go you be pressure you be to the pressure at school. You depress like
this is what the academic side, or just because there's the academic side, you know, being in class, and everything. Then there's also the culture that is within the school. It's either the music culture or you have people who are into politics, because that's what ideally that's what a university has. It opens your mind even more in terms of, okay, now I'm not far from actually just either starting my own company or working for someone.
Yes.
So pressure for you. And now we're talking about you here.
For me, I would say pressure is what school, because like, you know, it's all side. About it's all about the balance, because you have the other things that you're doing on this side, musically and whatnot, all the things that you want to do, and then you have school. So sometimes there's a lot of pressure because it's a fast-paced environment. So you have to make sure that, so if you miss a step, you find yourself in trouble. So I think, I was finding myself in quite a lot of trouble.
What were you studying?
I was studying computing with finance.
Did you finish?
Yes, I finished.
When did you graduate?
Thanks. Yeah.
When did you graduate?
I graduated is it 2 years ago? Yeah, 2 years ago.
That was 2022.
2022.
All right, congratulations. Sorry, man. We're in the building right here with AngeL. We're going to be talking Botswana R&B, his thoughts on it and everything. Checking out High from this man. It's one of his latest singles.
We love BW.
High is the name of the song, AngeL. So, you know, we just talked about you being at school, graduating, you know, with all the distractions of being famous. You know, it's not easy because, like, ideally, yes, you are famous. You won an award while still in school. What was that? Your first year, second year?
I forgot. The years are just blurring together.
Then came the COVID year that probably slowed down the process of learning and everything.
Yes, but it was definitely before COVID.
Yeah, it was before.
Around about 2020, 2019, somewhere there.
19 or 18, somewhere there. So yeah, you win an award here in school. How's it attending the lecture? You know, coming through. Is it like, let's congratulate these guys? Were you guys in the same?
Yeah, I was actually in the same course, La Austin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was actually in the same one with him. Yeah, sometimes Halilahad.
All right. Yeah. So there was not like,
I mean, at the time, obviously, there was, you know, there was a bit of talk here and there. And I was in maybe late. It was at 10.
The pressure was that much.
But yeah,
you know,
good.
I ask you this because right now there's probably a person who's at one of these varsities in Botswana, the one we just talked about, and the other ones that are there, and they're in music or they are into film, and they're gonna find themselves in a situation where they're probably struggling with, I'm famous, but I'm also a student, and I just wanna give them a chance to get a bit of understanding of how to tackle all of that.
Okay.
Yeah. So how was it? Like just in a minute, like if you were to describe it.
Well, I think the best thing that you could do is to just don't pay too much attention to it. Yeah, just be you, just be the normal everyday you. Just take it like every single day. As it comes. Obviously, it's not going to be easy. It's easier said than done. But the best thing you can ever realize for yourself is that just because people's eyes are on you doesn't necessarily mean that you have to, be different or act a certain way or anything of that sort. Just relax, and live life. Just live your life.
All right. In conversation right here with AngeL. 6:53 is your time right here on Gabz FM. Power to engage your world. If you are in Sajapi, 96.1 is the frequency, and much appreciated to you for joining in right here. As we continue our conversation with AngeL, just talking about him, just finding out more about him. He is the tape exclusive right here on the BW R&B tape, volume 30, part 2. Now let's talk, because there's not much time. I realize, yeah. I'm not used to having guests on the BW R&B tape on the first hour, so I'm only used to it on the second hour. So I'm seeing what I need to check and fix as we continue, if we are to have any more tape exclusive. Now let's talk your choice of music, right? From what you said earlier, you probably started off rapping.
Oh yes.
Everybody, I think that's usually the first point.
Yeah.
How did you now find yourself going into the lane of R&B more?
I was, I guess, I liked it more. I think I liked it more. I loved how you could just like, every time I heard people singing, I just wanted to like do it because it just sounded so good. Because I felt like, instruments, and then you incorporate singing as well in your rap. It just kind of makes it, much better in a way. For me, like, personally, that's what I wanted. I wanted a mix of the two. So I think that's how I got to it.
Who was your inspiration for getting into R&B? Looking at the musicians that because obviously we see people,
yes.
We see songs, we see videos, we see this thing. So who was like your inspiration for R&B?
Oh, I can't necessarily pick one person, Gauri. I listen to a lot of music. Like both, locally and,
no, let's just be honest. Yeah. This one is not a say a local name. This one is like in life. Who was your inspiration with getting into R&B? Just you being honest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let me just think about one of the songs they just made me. Oh, okay. I think I would say Drake. I think I'll say Drake because you get where I'm coming from.
Yeah, because Drake, to tell the truth, I think his first, what is it? The one that starts with the album cover where it's he was doing a lot of singing about some woman in Texas, like who broke his heart. Yeah. So that's what inspired you. Then. When would you say, looking at your journey in this music thing, when would you say you kind of perfected a style that you say, this is what I like. This is what I like to sound like?
I think the drums. Yeah, the drums just kind of put me there. The drums and just recently thought, there's something that I actually prefer and I actually like and that I put in most of the songs. I'll say the drums and just my singing style as well. In a way, yeah, because I realized that they're very, distinct similarities when I listen to all the songs. Yeah.
You know what we're gonna do? Because, like I say, this is the first time tape exclusive and everything. I'm just gonna steal a few minutes of the second hour. You know, we're gonna wrap up before 7:10. It is 6:59 right here on Gabz FM, Power to Engage Your World. You're checking out the BW R&B tape, and this is the tape exclusive. Sal AngeL is the man in the building, talking a bit about his life. You know, just trying to. This man is refusing to give me his age, but there's somebody in studio that I might ask. This guy wouldn't want to say. Do keep it locked. It's Gabz FM. So on this one, our story, whose story? It's you and who? Or is this all of us?
This one I wrote. If you relate, you're inside.
Okay. What inspired this one?
This one, emotion.
Because I won't lie to you.
Yeah.
Just listening to the song and just the vibes it has, probably be nice for a docu. I imagine a little documentary house as he's running in slow motion.
That'd be really nice. Yeah, that man really put us on the map.
Yeah.
Yo.
And everybody gotta admit it. You got some views on your channels in the past few months because of the man. So yeah, this was just with the vibes, like with the energies.
Yeah.
All right. Is that how you get to write? Like you feel a form of energy and you go in and what came first for this one? Was it the beat or the lyrics?
Well, this one was the beat. Usually it's always the beat because it always starts in the head.
Okay.
Yes, the emotion, whatever situation that inspired that emotion, and then you just put it on there and just express yourself. You know. Yeah.
So that's how you started. It was the emotion.
Yes.
Then, is there ever a time where you have this emotion, and then you? So what happens? Like what I want to understand is you had the emotion. Obviously, the lyrics are coming through. You start getting on the mic. You sing, you scratch the sound, you do.
Yeah.
So at that time, you hadn't done the beat.
At the time, no. I always start with the beat because the guitars and the keyboards and everything, they kind of like just they put you in that zone.
Okay.
Yeah, you hear those nice soft keys, you're like, oh yeah, it's about time.
So then the beat is already there. Then the lyrics come. Then let's say for this one, our story, how long did it take?
To make the whole project or just
this one song.
One song.
Yeah.
It didn't take, but that's an old song. I remember I did it at home.
Hey, this man indulging questions. Hey, it took me 4 weeks. It took me 2 weeks.
Okay,
how long did it take?
It took me a day.
A day
to just finish the backbone, everything, just the whole song, and then after that it was just polishing the beat and halilahai.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll say a week.
A week, yes. Okay. Let's say a week.
Yeah. All right, man. Thank you very much for coming through. Now, this being the BW R&B tape, you're an R&B artist. I worry a lot about Botswana made R&B because there's not a lot of videos that have come out. You have an EP, you keep dropping songs, but I haven't seen videos. Just speaking to you because you are within the R&B space. What is the problem? What is it?
Oh, my
dear. Okay.
No, okay.
As you're talking to other R&B artists, whether A&R people and whatnot, what kind of conversations are you having as far as Botswana R&B goes? Are you worried? I agree you talk to other R&B artists.
Oh, yeah.
Other artists. R&B. What kind of conversation? Is it a good conversation or is it more of a depressing conversation? Yeah, Botswana, hell, what is it?
Honestly, I wouldn't, for me, personally, I wouldn't say it's depressing. I would say, I think piano is kind of like taken over in a way. So I'll say, like, as an R&B artist, just kind of like, go with the flow, go with the change. Don't necessarily just abandon it. You can also make like a mashup of it, or like just a mix and just make something. It doesn't necessarily have to be piano. You could just, take an element of piano and take an element of R&B and put them together and just express yourself.
Because that's what you do. You don't go for the typical hip hop type like sounding beat.
Yeah.
You have your own type of sound that you say this is what I go with.
Very, very. I'm very experimental because I always like to because it always gives you that fresh feeling.
Who's like the person you want to collaborate with in Botswana as far as the R&B landscape?
R&B landscape, I'll say Jordan Muzi. And I'll say Jordan Muzi. I think that's one guy I really, really respect.
Have you talked to him?
We have.
So Hopalai, why are you taking long?
I think I'll say Hopalana. Yeah, I can know that. Because, I've been dealing with a lot. But like I said, right now I'm just ready to work. So I'm definitely going to be reaching out to a couple of people. And Jordan Muzi is going to be one of them.
Top of the list.
Yeah.
AngeL, thank you very much for coming through. Definitely, if there's more tape exclusives, we'll call you back. In closing, where can we find you? What are your last words to your fan base? The people who love AngeL.
I just want to say I appreciate everybody who's been there and everybody, who's been there in my journey, all, timelines. I appreciate that big time because you made this journey very, very memorable. The good times, the bad times. And I'm definitely going to take over. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm going to take over. And I don't know where, how, when, but I just know it's going to happen because I am really at the best shape of my life right now. Yeah.
One day I will call you. You'll come in studio and we'll talk about, what you went through. Because I see, you keep referring to it and I'm trying to avoid going there. But definitely one day once you're ready to talk about, because distance is never easy. You're out of it, I see. But being out of it doesn't necessarily mean you want to talk about it. So we're going to leave it for another time.
Yeah, one day is one day.
One day is one day. What do you have out now? EP. I know you have a latest single that we're going to check out on Lounge 10. What are you currently working on? EP, album? Where are we?
Right now I can't decide because I can show what Mela. One thing that you should expect is a series of songs that are going to be dropped. Whether it's a body of work or it's just singles, just expect something.
This man is called AngeL on social media. Where do we find you?
I am AngeL, my Instagram. But across all social media platforms, at I am AngeL. And go Facebook, it's just AngeL. Yeah.
Love's Lounge.